Jurassic World Battle Big Rock is the longest short film that we have in the Jurassic franchise. It was something magical at the time when it first released back in 2019, but what some people may have overlooked is that it created a problem within the timeline that's slightly hard to explain. Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another Jurassic World video. Lately, we've been missing out on theories from the franchise. So today, I want to head back to the year of 2019 and focus on a short film called Jurassic World Battle at Big Rock. It may only be 8 minutes long, but it's one of the best pieces of Jurassic media that we've gotten, and I hope we get to see some more like this later down the line in the franchise. But within this 8 minutes, it caused a conflict of confusion as an unanswered question was made that's slightly difficult to explain. So today, we're going to explain this question in canon and try our very best to answer it. We're on our way to 250,000 subscribers this year, and as 80% of you guys currently watching aren't subscribed, I encourage you guys to subscribe, as this year will be filled with heaps of news for the next Jurassic World movie and the next Jurassic World series. But for now, once you're ready, drinking your G Fuel after using code SWERVE, it's now time to learn about the confusing question that Battle at Big Rock gave us in the Jurassic universe. Jurassic World Battle at Big Rock released back in 2019, and along with it came a really short yet awesome storyline. It follows a family in Big Rock National Park in California who are approached by a family of Nasutoceratopses. But they were being followed by an Allosaurus who attempts to take a kill from one of these 3 ceratopsians. Eventually, the Nasutos leave the area unhurt, but the Allosaurus hits the crying baby in the trailer where the family were hiding and watching the battle unfold. This leads into a rather intense scene as the baby is almost killed, but eventually the Allosaurus is shot in the eye by a crossbow, making it retreat from the area. So overall, a short yet impactful part of the Jurassic cinematic universe that has stuck with fans all of these years. But what's the problem here? Well, there actually doesn't seem to be one at first glance, and that's understandable. But once you understand the entire lore and timeline of this franchise, you start to question something from this short film. So let's begin. The Nasutoceratops. This dinosaur is the topic of discussion for today's video. Now, many people first started out by saying that having this dinosaur appear in the franchise makes zero sense, as this dinosaur wasn't on InGen's list, nor was it a dinosaur that was cloned on Isla Nublar and escaped at the end of Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. Unfortunately, there seems to be quite a few amount of people who say the same thing about dinosaurs that appeared in Jurassic World Dominion. A really silly comment I keep getting are people asking how did dinosaurs spread globally so much in Dominion, and how are there new species that weren't in the Lockwood Manor incident? To be honest, I'm kind of actually confused why people are asking this question when you can clearly see at the end of Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom that genomes are being sold across the globe, and so are dinosaur species. In fact, the eagle-eyed viewers would also see that dinosaurs such as Dreadnoughtus were part of the genomes hidden within the case at the end of Fallen Kingdom, a dinosaur that has yet to be made in the franchise, and we only first saw it in Jurassic World Dominion, which is enough evidence that new species were being made and sold across the globe. With genetic power now unleashed, anybody with the capabilities of doing so can create and discover new species of dinosaurs. So it's not confusing about why there are new species in the movies, and it's not confusing why Nasutoceratops has been made. It's clear that this dinosaur was created by someone or a company who had the technological advancements to do so, and they either accidentally released them into the wild or they escaped. As simple as that. But what is confusing about all of this is the time frame in being able to make this Nasutoceratops. As we know, genetic power was unleashed onto the world at the end of Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, which takes place in the summer of 2018. Jurassic World Battle Big Rock takes place in September of 2019, meaning that around 13 to 14 months have passed since the events of Fallen Kingdom. So how on earth has the Nasutoceratops been able to be born, reached adulthood, find a mate, and have a child at the same time? This makes practically no sense to me. I mean, sure, it's not unheard of for dinosaurs having accelerated growth genes, but these are dinosaurs that were made by Dr. Wu and his team, and as far as we know, that genetic power has not been shared with the world, and nor were the Nasutoceratopses made by Dr. Wu. Sure, there could have been a whistleblower that used to work with Wu, but that's highly unlikely. So it makes me think, who on earth made these Nasutoceratopses, and when? In my proposed timeline in my head, I would say that the Nasutoceratops would have been at least 3 years old to be able to grow to adulthood and also produce an offspring, meaning that the year of 2016 is the most likely date of birth for these dinosaurs. Now, I don't want to draw many random conclusions, but the events of Fallen Kingdom's prologue and Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous Seasons 3 to 5 take place during the summer of 2016. So there's a slight chance that maybe Manticorp was involved in creating these dinosaurs. That's a really shallow theory for right now, with absolutely no depth to it, but it wouldn't surprise me all that much. All we can say for certain right now is that it's clear that these dinosaurs should have been made long before 2019, and possibly even before 2018's Fallen Kingdom, suggesting that dinosaurs were on the mainland before the Lockwood Manor incident. This just widens the lore of Jurassic even more, as we now seem to have a little bit more of a story to tell within the post-Jurassic World, pre-Fallen Kingdom era. To me, it just seems increasingly unlikely that the Nasutoceratops was made after Fallen Kingdom's incident. So hopefully we can explore this story a little more. It won't be a massively open world story, but a quiet and tame storyline to explain that dinosaurs were on the mainland before Fallen Kingdom. What a massive plot twist that would be, and something fun to explore. Later this year, we have the release of Jurassic World Chaos Theory, which is expected to take place before the events of Jurassic World Dominion, but after the events of Battle at Big Rock. Now, our current theory is that the Allosaurus that's expected to appear in Chaos Theory is the same one we see from Battle at Big Rock. So there's a chance, albeit a slim one, that we'll get a story progression on this Nasutoceratops theory, and who knows, it may even be explained as well. We'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, I mean, to me, it never quite sat right with me that 2 fully grown Nasutoceratopses were able to be born, grow, and have an offspring in the space of 13 months. The math just isn't mathin'. So hopefully, this means there's a new story to tell here in the future of this franchise, which further proves that this movie universe is more open than ever with countless possibilities for stories. But I'm interested in learning what you guys think, so head on down to the comments and let me know what you think about this storyline and if you have any idea on how all of this worked. Feel free to like the video if you enjoyed, and don't forget to subscribe if you're new around here too. But most importantly, make sure you're all staying safe out there, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye. Hello, hi, you. Did you enjoy the video? Just a little reminder to press that like button and also subscribe. I just want to thank my Patreons for this month on screen right here, as giving me that little extra support really does go a long way. But anyways, I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day.